Spirit wakes up, he's ready to fight. Eat sea cold for breakfast, lines of pure delight. Chews on pixel art while sipping his tea. Father of two, but gaming's his glee. Proud husband vibes, family on his mind, creating Gaia's game, one of a kind. Accessibility rules, he makes it all fair, no one gets left behind. Dragonspirit care. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky way. Boss fights at night while the kids are asleep, chewing on pixels and marbles to keep. Gaia's game grows with every new line. Father, husband, coder, yeah, he's doing just fine. Accessibility first so everyone can join. In his game world, he's the king of the coin. From MSF lobbies to Trackmania speed, Dragonspirit plays with style and good deed. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky Father by day, gamer by night, coding and racing till the morning light. Dragonspirit, a hero of two worlds, pixels and love, his flag unfurled. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky way.
Right, everybody, it is time. It is Monday, and it's time to be back. And unfortunately, my normal used microphone doesn't seem to want to work unless I'm like right here, and I don't want to do that. So that's why I have my headset on. We already did that last week also, but it's Moon Day. I'm not gonna moon you guys though. Don't worry about that. That's not gonna happen. And yeah, it's a Game Dev TV Game Jam time again. It's that time of the year again, and this time the theme is connections. Greensbread, yo, I've missed all streams you did because I was too busy. Oh no, Greensbread, no, why did you miss all the streams? Oh well, at least you're here now, man, so that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're back. Today I'm not going to be working on Gaia though. I am going to work on another game, and I'm going to try and challenge myself by working in Godot today. Godot and me historically have never been too much friends, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge as well. But I want to make something as simple as I possibly can. Theme connections, the first thing that came to my mind is something like linked souls, like there's two characters working, moving at the same time. Godot is a friend of none. I have nothing visual. I have absolutely nothing visual. I have the idea in my mind to create either a top-down left and right screen where one character moves from left to right and the other one also does, or even mirrored. That might be funny. Or like two platformers on top of each other where they move the same but they have different obstacles. You have an idea too? I'm always happy to hear it. I haven't even started Godot yet, so I'm still completely blank, and I hope you guys are willing to help me today. And if that's the case, then we might be able to get somewhere. So without too much ado, because otherwise I'd have less time to actually make something, let's go over to the actual scene. So this is the Game Dev TV Game Jam of 2026. Like always, a free course for all submissions. So will yours be platformer? I'm not sure yet. I don't know which one is easier to make, either platformer or top-down left-right. But I would like it to stay in the same screen. That is probably the easiest way to do. So either it moves from left and right in a minimal screen, and both of us can do that, or I have a very small puzzle, basically, where you need to go from left to right or from the beginning to your goal, and I don't care where it is. Easy to make is top down, then I guess maybe top down it is. Because yeah, let me just quickly put paint on, because I don't have any good graphical design programs. Good old paint, but I want it in dark because this is gonna. Can I change that? What the heck? Here. I don't want to do this in a white. You guys will get blinded. Sokoban with linked characters could work, but level design would be the key. Sokoban. I do think I know the game, but I just want to make sure that I actually do, because otherwise I will say yes and I mean no. Sokoban. Let me have a screenshot. What was Sokoban again? Oh yeah, okay. That's like, okay, there's different versions of that. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking of. If this is the one that you mean, let me move that over. Something like this. If that is what you mean, yeah, I guess, but then with two characters and two fields, basically. So basically, for example, you start here, your goal is to get here, you move your character, but you have two fields that are slightly different, so you have to move both characters at the same time. If you go right, the other one also goes right, and you could also have some fun with it, and maybe in some levels you reverse polarity, so one goes the other way. That could be trickier even, but also funny. So I don't know. I was kind of thinking in that direction. And yes, level design would be key. I guess level design is always key, but in this case, even more. So I was thinking, for example, let me see how thick my line is. I have no clue here because I don't use paint much, guys. I don't. So let's say, I was very crude. I'm not good at drawing like this, but okay. So we have two fields. So list player A, and here is player B, right? So I start as my player, like right here, for example, and here also, and I have to get to this goal, like this is the flag, like, but on the other side, it can be here. So either you just go like, very easy, but this one has to go there and get there. For example, it's one of the ideas, right? And of course, the first tutorial level could be simply you go, let's go to goals a little bit easier. So you go here, And this one also goes here. No obstacles. There you go. And you go. Easy. You need 2 player controllers in the scene which both take input from a single source. Yes. So that's what I was thinking. First level easy, then you go a little harder, of course, and then you can get obstacles. So how do you get around it? By moving up, then what happens with the other one, and etc. So this way I was thinking, and that was the other way I was thinking, is that you have, instead of the way we're doing it now, let's completely take this off, then you have basically 2 platformers. And player A is here, and player B is here. And whatever obstacle is here can be the same kind of thing. So yeah, that was what I was cooking up so far. And I'm not saying that either idea is perfect. So I was thinking platformer indeed is harder also to make interesting levels, because obviously you would have to make the levels interesting in such a way that jumping, for example, would maybe block something here, and then you cannot pass. And also, I'm not sure if you have to be arriving at the finish at the same time. If that's the case, it makes it also a lot harder for the player to do that. So the puzzles will be harder to think out. So that's where I'm at as for what I'm thinking to make. And you know what, I was thinking to start some music. I hope you guys don't mind if I do that in the background. You guys have a little bit more sound than when I'm just doing my talking, and sometimes I might be thinking, so then it's a little harder even for you guys maybe to keep your interest. Otherwise it might be boring. I don't know. I hope not. Anyway, let's see. You have no mind? That's not true. You have a perfectly good mind, so don't say that you don't. Okay, so let's start Godot first. At least if it wants to start, there you go. It starts faster than Unity usually, so... Right, I don't have any existing projects. See, I told you I don't do much in Godot. And I'm also challenging myself not to do it in C# today, because of course I like C# more than I do anything else, but I'm going to try and do this in GG script. And I know there's also a lot of standard stuff in Godot, so I might not even have too much of an issue there. So let's create a new project. Not there. Definitely not even on C, so let's do it here. Let's do it on projects. Let's go create a new one. Select current folder. And we're going to call this not new game project, but linked souls. Also be nice and take AI help whenever stuck, of course. Especially here. I'm going to be asking Google and shit and also AI for some ideas, because simply put, I am not well versed in Godot. Let's first set this up in 2D. That's the first thing I want to do, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. So we're going to make a root node. So I always have to get used to the fact that it's called node. That's not easy for me. So first of all, I think I should make like the screen that we're actually working with. But again, Godot is for me a little hard. I need to really figure out how that works, because Godot is way different than anything I know. So normally I would say I'd call this like level or something. But can I rename that? Should be able to rename that, right? Yeah, there. Let's call this level. I don't know. Maybe that's a wrong name, but I think that's the base. So your idea is bomb diffusing game. When you press buttons and mess with wires in Godot, everything has scenes. Yeah, I know. And you can add, like, for example, what we do in Unity is we create an object, a prefab. So a prefab is basically a scene here, right? But that is the thing that sometimes gets a little tricky for me. How it actually does thing. So that the stupid thing is they call things child nodes, but in those child nodes you can have scenes again. Makes it a little bit difficult for me to understand how it actually works. But yeah, that is basically how it is. So maybe I should not call it level, but level 1 or a tutorial level. Tutorial level, that might be a good name. Tutorial level. That's where you basically start. And in this I should have a child node, and I guess what I need is like a grid system. I think I'll come back to game dev and make my first game, hopefully, and I'll join Game Dev TV Game Jam 2026 and hope for the best. And yes, you made me motivated to make games, honestly. Dude, Greensbread, that is why I do this stuff. I really hope to do that all the time, to motivate people to do things. And I know I motivated David to actually start streaming, and he's doing awesome right now. He's one of our... also one of our most faithful subscribers, by the way. He always subscribes. That is something that I love about this guy, and he's making together with Incredible, as you can see, is also a frequent here. They're making games together, and they're doing awesome. And I'm jealous of the time that these guys have, because I seriously don't have that time. But yeah, be positive. Very good. Shameless self-promotion, which is absolutely allowed. So don't worry about that. And yeah, I'm super proud of these guys. These guys are doing amazing. And that game, they're making for VR and everything. And yes, wishlist it. I have already done that, of course. And wishlist Gaia, of course, if you haven't yet. But Incredible, I'm sure you will be able to also produce that link for those who haven't done that yet. But yeah, for now we're going to need to work on this, and I'm going to have to think in the way that Godot does things, because normally I would have something like a plane or something, or field, and I don't have anything right now, so I have to really figure out how Godot does this. So I guess maybe I'm working first with a player object, but how do you make that? I guess that will be a new scene, right? Can I make a new scene? Doesn't really seem like it. How do you add a scene? Instantiate child scene. Okay, that's not the way. Okay, plus scene. No. So they call it node also? What, that makes it so confusing, right? You seem sweet and an awesome person. I enjoy your content. Big love. Thank you so much, man. That's super nice, Greensbread. I really enjoyed that. And I'm happy that I can motivate people. I usually work in Unity. I've always had a little bit of a hate-love relationship with Godot. I kind of love the fact what they're doing. And I've been hating on how it works, because this, for me, it just doesn't make sense, and that's hard. So you use Godot. Okay, right. So maybe you can even help me here, because I'm still absolutely terrible with Godot. So I'm going to have to learn everything from scratch, because it's been a while since I actually did anything with Godot. So let me see. Create a player and playing field in Godot, because I basically am starting from scratch. I at root node, yes, okay, I've done that. Area 2D for detection, or character body 2D. This is annoying. This only happens when I'm streaming. My microphone, or basically my headset, decides to turn off on its own. Which wouldn't be an issue, but yeah, I'm kind of losing the sound then, so that's not exactly the idea here. So yeah, as far as I know, I guess I then need to do an area 2D. Area 2D, yeah. And what I always find a lot of people, when I see anyone do anything in Godot. I miss the fact that just they don't. We told the wrong expert because I got no idea what I'm doing, and I just started with no knowledge. And it's been so long since I started game dev, like 2 or 1 years, and I took a long break. So, if I may say so, you can say anything you want in this place. We are free. We say everything we want here as well. Okay, so we have a root node. We have an area 2D for a detection. We could also add a character body 2D for movement-based games as the root node. What? A root node? No. Okay, so I'm doing this the wrong way, right? So scene, new scene, right? Let's do this. 2D scene. And now they made it a node 2D. But what if I wanted to have it a different type? Because that is strange, right? Add root node, you get that by default. I'll add child node, then you can make a character body 2D for the player. Character body 2D. And this for me is always hard. You get a lot of stuff that you have to put shapes and stuff. And that is shape. What kind of shape does that need? Shape. I guess not a shape cast 2D. Hola, Mimir Bites. How are you doing? Godot, am I dreaming? Collision shape. Collision shape. Okay, good. That needs something else again, which a shape must be provided for collision shape 2D to function. Please create a shape source. Shape source. Here. Right. But I don't have one yet. So, what? At the right top? Yeah, here. Yeah, but I don't have a shape yet, so I have to make one. So, but it doesn't say, it doesn't have anything, so how am I supposed to get one? Okay, wait. Let's say for my player, let's do a circle shape 2D. For debug color, I guess this is fine. Right, and now that we have that, let's zoom in on that crap. Does this actually show anything, or is this just nothing? I guess this might be nothing. So let's save this node for now, because we have a shape. This is now going to be player, just to have something. And this is going to be level. Tutorial. Level. Right. Okay, that has an area 2D. So that needs a shape. Arrow drop down, create one. That's only the collision. Okay. Well, it has no item, right? So for that you need a visual. So an animated sprite 2D or a sprite 2D or whatever. As a child of, well, we need to rename this, right? This needs to be renamed to player. Just to be a bit more consistent, right? So we make a child node to this, and we call this, what was that? A sprite 2D? Right, and the texture should be the texture 2D. What? Texture, external texture, viewport texture. What kind of texture do you need? Sprite frame or something? Sprite frame, sprite. Yeah, well, we could of course use the icon SVG, right? That's one that I could use, I guess, or not. Can I use that? Ooh, that's big. That's big. Holy shit. Okay, let's zoom down a little bit. Should I also make what you're making in Unity, just so you'll have something to submit for sure? Incredible. Yeah, I guess, if you really want to. I'm gonna build something that I was trying to paint here, but that's not the one. Cannot do that again, right? I'm gonna try and build like a puzzler where you have a player here, and a player here, whenever player A moves, also player B moves. So they're synced together, they're connected team, right? So, for example, let's say we're tutorial level and we have, this is the goal. And this is also the goal. So, yeah, you just move from left to right, you move from left to right, and both of them reach the finish line. So that's easy. Then you have the second level, for example, and your goal here is here. Or you have, let's say you have an obstacle here, you cannot get through, like a wall or whatever, and this one doesn't have it. So whenever you move until here, you get stuck. This one doesn't, so you can keep moving. So, and you have to figure out how to get to the finish line, both of them, without actually getting stuck. And I'm still working on the fact if they have to come together or not. And I see that I have a message somehow on YouTube. Oh no, just that I started. Okay. I was like, I missed that. Pretty tough on the level design. Yes, and that's the fact where I am never shining. So that's something that I want to try and figure out how to do that well. And by the way, let me know, guys, if the music is too loud, because I hear the music myself, but I hear it through my speakers, and actually the sound, I don't even know if you hear it, guys. So let me know. I guess you didn't hear it, right? Do you hear it now? I don't want it to be too loud, because otherwise it gets overwhelming. Is it better? You hear it now? Fuel Snable, thank you so much for entering today. I guess this then. I don't want it to be too super loud, because for me it's also just like background music. I have it, but I don't want to really go too far. So I'm gonna have to think of some simple level designs. Like basically the beginning should be not too hard. We're gonna have an ad in about 1 minute for those of you guys who do not have Turbo or a subscription. So sorry about that, I cannot help it. So yeah, and as I say, I'm not a Godot guy, so for me everything in Godot is hard. I'm having to learn everything on the fly. At least we have a player now. We will not have movement yet, but I think that should be a matter of adding a script to the scene, right? So for example, that would be here, attach script. I do not have one yet, so we're gonna call it player.gd. I guess. Built-in script. There's built-in scripts. Okay. I guess I'm just going to call it player.gd. I would normally structure that a little bit, so I guess I'm going to do that now too. You would not recommend them? It doesn't sound like very something I really want. Scripts. Here we go. Am I in it now or not? I guess so, right? Okay, let's open this. Yeah, scripts player.gd. Okay, create. And then I will have to figure out how to do the player movement. I probably will ask that to ChatGPT, so just to see that I can move it. But maybe for the character node, it might point you in the right direction. Yeah, because I'm going to have 2 players. I'm going to have a setup of a screen. So I think I'm going to have a tile map, but I do not exactly know what I will do with it. So I guess I'm going to first make like simple blocks that are solid and just use that. Use the velocity attribute or use the position. Okay. Let's observe chat in its natural habitat. In the wilds of Dragonspirit Games chat, a flurry of game dev ideas bloom. Incredible suggests dual controllers and grid movement for a bomb-diffusing puzzle game. Greensbread feels inspired to rejoin the game dev pack. Mimir Bytes drops Godot tips like breadcrumbs. Amidst this, Dragonspirit crafts chaos in Godot while the community rallies with support and camaraderie. No, I did not. Yeah. It's interpretation, right? Incredible. So he was just making some simple interpretation here. Right, so now that we have that, we're going to be able to start writing some simple code. I'm going to have to make tiles. Yeah, but be like, let me take words from each message regardless of context. Yep. I mean, it's a bot. What do you expect, right? That's how it goes. So I'm going to have to do something with tiles, right? So I'm going to have to know what a tile size is, I guess. And I need to know something about movement speed. I do not know how the movement speed will work here, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Yeah. But I guess first I need to sort of create that level, right? Otherwise I will not have anything really. So I need a tile map. And I guess that will require me to make the simplest of a sprite. Can you also import a sprite files into Godot? I know you can do that in Unity, but can you do that here? I'm gonna make the, so let's make the simplest 8x8 or something. Doesn't have to be big. Or are we gonna use a 16x16? I don't know. I think that's I don't know, it's just going to be simple anyway. It's just going to be one color. So the border of this entire thing, I would say for now black, just to have something, right? Now let's fill that entire thing. That's going to be my tile. I don't have anything else right now. So maybe I'm going to make other tiles. Let's do that, by the way. Sprite, no, not sprite size, but sprite canvas size, sorry. No. Canvas size, here we go. And let's make it 16 wide. So that we can create a second one. In that second one, I'm gonna use the color brown or something. Or red? Yeah, let's do red for now. Red is gonna be an obstacle. There we go. Now we're gonna make another one, just to have a few different things, right? I'll do it again. I'm so stupid. Canvas size, here we go. There. 24. What do we do here? Let's say that is actually white. Here we go. File. Save as. I did click save as. I promise I did. Okay. Projects, here we go. Linked souls. Gonna make another folder here. Sprite files. Sprite. Art. Yeah, let's just call it art. Art. Even though you cannot really call this art. I just make a white square and color it in engine. Oh yeah, that's also an option, if that also works like that in Godot. That probably is much easier. As always, you're right again, and I'm being dumb. No, I do this wrong, right? That's right. Okay. Ok. There we go. Save as. Again, it's in the wrong directory. Why does it want to do that all the time? Linked souls, art. Here we go. And we call this tiles or something. Right. Okay, so now we're going to have to make, in the tutorial, we're going to make a child node that's called tile map. By the way, you can also use Godot logo default sprite for placeholder. Yes, but that's already going to be my player, so A little annoying if I have the same thing, right? So it can't collide. I mean, I just put that as my player. Look, this is my player. For now, at least, right? I will not stick with that forever, but how does this work with the shapes? I really don't... why does this one... Okay. It needs a shape, but whenever I put a shape on it, I guess this is the shape. Okay. Tile set. Tile sources. Plus. No tile set sources. Select or create tile set source. You can create a new source by using the add button on the left or by dropping a tile set texture onto the source list. My idea has to be one of the most unique idea, but I won't say anything yet, but when I finish I must show. Oh, exciting. Can't wait to see what you cook. Me neither. I'm really curious now. It's nice that you're doing this too. I am probably not going to be able to make such a great thing, but I always try. What is Atlas here then? What is Atlas? I have no idea what this is. What? Scenes collection? What the heck does that do? Huh? Patterns? Yeah, thanks. Mimer Bites is laughing his brains out here, of course, because he is like, what the heck? How do you not know this, right? Anyway, my tile set, I should be able to get my art in there, right? Well, my art is... I don't think Sprite recognizes this, so we're going to have to export this as a PNG. So, file, export as, export. You need to configure a tile set first. Okay, so how do I do that? It's here, I guess. No. Add tile set. Where is the tile set? Tile set. Not here. So in the tile map here you have tile set, but okay, tile shape square. I'm gonna have to make them 8 by 8 because that's what I said. Oh. So I'm doing something stupid here. Tile map. Tile set, and then drag this in here. The atlas's texture was modified. Would you like to automatically create tiles in the atlas? Yes. Okay. Now I have it. Then now what do I do? So I can paint now with that? How does this work? Okay, I want to have this base tile. How do I use this thing? Can I paint with what I have now? No, I cannot. This is so stupid. No tile sources. I was doing it right, but I guess I didn't do it correctly. This is so strange. I put it in there and I still don't have it. Select the tile map and then select the tile map, then you can select the tile map and then select the tile map, then you can select the tile. Okay, I don't get this. What am I doing? I don't get how, what am I, huh? Okay, so now I have to put this in. Yes. And then what? Because now it has tiles, right? Hold Control to create multiple tiles. Hold Shift. But this doesn't have anything yet, right? Wait up. The tile map node is deprecated as it's superseded by the use of the multiple tile map layer nodes. Max, do you want a Unity version? Go ahead and make one, man, but just submit it as your own. You're not obliged to do anything for me. It's very nice that you want to, though, but you don't have to. I don't get how this red ring quadrant size, the tile maps. So it's also saying that this is outdated. It's deprecated, so I should not use this then. Delete? Where's the delete? Cut? Oh, here. Not obligated, but if you want to, I can make it easy. Wouldn't take me long to make. That makes me hurt even more. You need to use a tile map layer node. Yeah. So here, add child node, tile map layer. Okay. Tile set, tiles, there, yes. Okay, texture that, I've been lately pushing my skills extra hard. Yeah, you've always been much better than me anyway, so. See, I always have this same problem. That I cannot for the life of me figure out how to use this properly, and I'm already getting in trouble. I don't get how this works. Select the map node, yeah, okay. So can I draw on this? No. Tile map register at the bottom, select tile, start to draw. Tile map register, but I cannot draw anything. I didn't get Godot either, but I tried it without Mimir, so you have it. Can't you select the tile? I can click what I want, but nothing happens. And that's what I don't understand. This should be not so hard, right? This is a tile. Then the tile map is not properly set up. But what am I supposed to set up more than this? I cannot set anything else. I just drag in the tiles, that's it. Tile map the same size. Where do I set that here? Because with the other one I could set that. Here I cannot. Tile set. But I did that. And here, then this needs to be 8 by 8. Then I need to drag this in again. Yes. Click. Ah, now I can click something. Paint. Click. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It deselects it again, and then now it seems to work. But why didn't that work before? And where's my viewport there? Okay, so I need to have the outside layer, and you can make several tile map layers, I guess, right? So because you got the tile set register selected. Okay, so now I have it correctly. Now I can draw. Oops. Okay, this is annoying. I hope I can do that like this. No, I cannot. I just wish I can just click and just drag it. But that doesn't work. Maybe I should make it a line instead. Because now I can do it so only slow. because otherwise I cannot make a straight line. There is a rec tool. But does that rec tool also make me draw only, how do you say that? Only the outside? Because I don't want to draw on the inside. Because this I can see, but okay, so come on. I'm sorry, this is me, I guess, but I am annoyed with how that works. And it doesn't do the outside like I want it. You can rect the whole thing, then use the delete tool within the rect, and then delete every tile except the border ones. Yes, it was last year we did a tower defense game for Game Dev TV. Indeed it was. But there's also an eraser, right? Yeah. But sometimes I wish it was like in Sprite where you just select a line. Gotta do again, that means. So we gotta do it together, you mean, again. Okay, so if I now make, can I, with the eraser, can I also do that with a rectangle? I guess, right? So let's do it like that. But it's a little annoying that I cannot see what I'm doing, really. See, that probably also one of the reasons why I didn't like it before. I have to get used to all that stuff again and again and again, and it's not so good for me. Oh, I just did a duplication. So that I can call this maybe the outer map or something. Outer bounds or something. And then I will call this the inner bounds, because we also have that line in the middle. So we're going to want to create a line, I guess, with this tile. This is a line, right? Why doesn't it work like a line then? Oh, it does. Oh, but I'm still erasing. What? Oh. How do I find the exact middle? I guess here. Well, that's at least easier than doing it the other way. Okay. Let's see, because then in the tutorial level I will need to add my player. So I guess I can just drag that in. There we go. But I don't want my player to be there. Can I drag you? Cannot drag him, can I? Yes, I can. Here we go. So this is going to be my layer 1. Obviously, I need to skill this fellow. Point 2. Guess that works. So that the level becomes reasonably big. Now let's see this in action. Let's see what. That's annoying about having a headset. It turns on and off on its own. Okay, so the tutorial level should be the one that is starting. Game starting. Oh, still loading. Okay, so that looks like a level. We got something. That is okay. So we have a level, and within this level we can do whatever we want, right? Not too bad. I mean, we're busy for 40 minutes and I got something. Now I need to start figuring out how to make that player move. You don't need the area 2D node in the level, you mean? This is not needed. Okay, so then we remove it. Does that mean I have to put that there? I guess, right? So we remove the area 2D. I have it. I moved it. Otherwise the tile map would be gone. Now we still have it. No mouse allowed for 2 minutes. You're being absolutely mean, mister. Because I do not know how to do this. I hope I have like a tab system. Control tab. Ah, there you go. Okay, in my player I need to also figure out how to go to the script. There's got to be a way to do that, right? Alt S? No. I wish to know these shortcuts. How do I even get to the script? I guess wait. Ah, wait, whoa, there. Ah! Gotcha, dude. You think you can have me? Extends, we need to do that character body 2D. Not 1, but 2D. Use your mobile as a mouse. Okay, then this goes. Because we need to, we don't want to work on the other thing, right? Or we should maybe extend player. But player is a node 2D. But we want to do this for the character instead, right? So I need to do something with those export things, because that's like a global variable. I need to make a tile size. I need to know how big those are. So let's say, oh no, that doesn't work like that. It works like this, right? Int 8. Oh, my broski are going to stream as well and do some coding. Hit me up if you need info or need to know anything. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Mimirbytes, and good luck with your stream. I would do you. I got you already. I am faster than that. I already fixed that. Thank you, though, for the help. I really need to learn how to do these things a little bit better. And good luck with your stream. I would give you a shout out, but at the moment I'm kind of without a mouse. So I don't even know if the 2 minutes are already over. I'm going to need to do coding most of the time anyway. So I guess I can do without without having... They are? Ah, okay. Thank you for giving the shout out in my stead. Incredible. That's very nice. I don't know. Let's say 10 for now. I don't know what the movement speed would be looking like at all. So, I guess we can do it like that. Oh, so hard to do it in a different engine when you're not used to it. So we're going to have a not global variable here. I want to know something like, is this guy moving or not? So I'm going to set that to false. Okay, that works again different. The double, the semicolon is something that I'm not used to. So false, basically that's the way to set up a variable. You give it a, with a semicolon is, then it initializes it immediately and tells it how much it is. Then we want something to do with vector 2. That works the same, right? I'm going to make your game in Unity switch over whenever. Yeah, okay, incredible. I'm trying to challenge myself to also give Godot a chance and not be so I don't like it as I usually am. Because you know, I am not good with Godot, and Godot is not my friend. But I gotta learn someday, right? Vector 2. Yeah, that also exists here, so that should be okay. Okay, I guess like this then. Okay. Whoa, what the hell? What does that do? Mark the following property is exported. What? I'm not asking for any of this. What is this? What is it? Go away. Go away. Go away. What are you doing, man? Sometimes I don't understand. I respect it. Don't worry, I'm taking it as a challenge. Okay, cool. Cold when the node... Why is this pop-up going all the time? This is just annoying because I cannot see shit. What is this doing? Okay, I can use my mouse, so maybe that helps. Why was that constantly getting there? I don't understand that. Okay, let's... when we're ready, we want to set our target position to our... I don't know, starting position. What is that? Let me look that up. Set target position to starting position in Godot. Global position. Okay. Okay. That sounds logical, I guess. Let me get the chat back. Those kind of pop-ups in Visual Studio drive me nuts as well. I would like a Zen mode where I get no pop-ups and no automatic suggestions and whatnot. It takes about 0.3 seconds before I get angry at those pop-ups. Also, I need you to review my code compared to last year. Hey, I'm sure you're doing absolutely amazing with your code nowadays. I'm sure you do. But I will gladly give it a look. So don't worry about that. So we're going to have to set it to global position. That's what I just learned, because otherwise I also don't know what to do with it. Okay, so this is what I also hate in Visual Studio or Unity, so I also take it out there. So I do the same here. We're going to have a process, and I don't think we need to have all of this crap in here, because now we just want to have nothing returned. I don't think that's going to be true for us, but we need that one. The pass is not going to happen. We want to know something like if we're moving, if is moving, then what do? We have to move towards a target, so move toward, I think that was move toward target or something. Move toward target? Does that exist? Towards, maybe. Not declared, but it's a function, right? Move towards target doesn't exist. That should be existing, right? Or am I crazy, and is that not going to be? That should be. Okay. Godot, move towards targets. Pretty sure that exists. That is the only thing that I remember, that I did something like that before, and it was actually, I think, really the move towards target command. So now I'm gonna have to Google again. move toward. Okay, so not move toward target, but move toward. But that needs more arguments. If is moving, move toward target's position at our move speed times delta. So like delta time, basically. Time dot delta time. Still too few arguments. What? How can I do that then? Is that... Wait up. Position dot move toward. Right, so it needs a function for that. Okay, that is something I would not have guessed. Oh, we're again in ads. I'm sorry. Let's catch up on chat. Chat's buzzing with Godot's tips and tricks. Me provides a tile map guru guiding through node selection and tile placement. Incredibles up for a Unity challenge, ready to switch gears if needed. Meanwhile, Fuel Snable battles VS pop-ups like a coding ninja. And don't forget, support the stream with GrabTap Games or check out the Ko-fi page. Yeah, either one is perfectly fine. If you are looking for a simple mobile game to play, then one of the games over on GrabTap probably might float your boat, and you actually can earn yourself some stuff as well. That's the nice thing about GrabTap. So when you play those games and you reach goals, even the installing is already a goal, but if you reach a certain amount of goals, you get points. Those points are actually usable by... You can actually make... let me show you before I just make too much of that. And I can show you what it is like. So if you go to the games, let's say discover. Let's go and show this for you guys here. My community would be nice, because that's a bit more useful. No. So basically, once you get points, like for example, I now have 29,138 points, right? You can see that here in the Netherlands, this is different than probably what you guys would get. So I cannot say what you would get. There's different tools for everyone. So Amazon, for example, is one of the things that you can use for a redeem. So if you have just 5,000 points, and you can get those pretty fast. Like for example, look at mine. I'm doing this one right now. And if you do this, you have a few simple things, and all of them give you points. And if you do a few more, you get a lot of points, right? Some are actually a lot of points. But if you go back, you have, for example, also a game like Raid Shadow Legends. You can install it, complete the tutorial, open some mystery shards, etc, etc, etc. I did that. With that, you can earn a lot of points. So that, and you have other games too. There's a lot of more games than I can show you guys right now. And you just, what you do is you finish some of those goals, and in the end you go to your rewards, and you will see different things than I do. But basically you get things you can spend in Roblox or Nintendo eShop, the Switch shop or whatever. Amazon, Apple, for us bol.com, which is definitely not in every country. But all those kind of rewards, and there's plenty more. PlayStation rewards, Roblox, Twitch. You can have Twitch money, so you can subscribe to me without actually making yourself any money, etc. You know, those kind of things. So if you like it, if you have some time to spare, you want to play a mobile game, that's maybe the way to go. Anyway, enough promotion for myself here. I don't really like to do that anyway, so let's continue with what we were working on, right? We're trying to actually get something like movement going. So we're going to move here and then I guess return. Yes, that works here too. Yes, I guess so. So then we go one tab back, because this is only when we're moving. For me, I missed my brackets, so that's hard for me not to use the brackets. So be aware of that. I'm not doing this because I like it. It's just there's no brackets that I can use here. Good thing that this editor at least shows you indentation, so that helps a little bit. So now we need to go the direction. What is the direction that we want to go? For that we need to get some input. Input. Direction. No. Nope. That doesn't work. I guess inputs then. Input. Dots. Okay, I need to figure out input, how to do the input for movement. Move on inputs, keyboard input. Let's do just simple keyboard input. Cannot be that hard, right? Handling keyboard input. Func input event. Input event system. Using underscore input for key events. Oh, you have a function for that actually. Okay. But you can also do it directly, right? Direction, if inputs is action pressed. Oh shit, you need to set up those things, right? The input thing. But where do you set that up? Set up input. Projects. I've seen that before, but I don't know where I saw it. Because you have those input actions. Projects, tools. No. Project. Oh yeah, project settings. Yeah. Input map. Okay, there. You have to assign actions, new action. So up. Okay. How do I assign a key? Because I have an action, but I don't have a key. Wait, show built-in actions. What do we have? Oh, okay. Wait, huh? So where's mine? Up. So, this is all UI stuff. Okay. Okay. So underneath this, I need to put something new, right? Keyboard keys. I can also listening for input. So up is W, for example. Hello? Okay. No, not shift, damn it. Without shift. Just W. Okay. And also I would like it to be arrow up. Okay. Then we add another one down. Add. That's what I always do, stupid. Okay, S. And I have to turn off the shift. Okay. S physical. And okie dokie. Then add new action left. Add. Okay, right. we go D and right. Right. Okay. So we have up, down, left, and right. We have added those. So then we have to do something like if input is action pressed. Right. Okay. So we did these. We can safely take this away. Then we do if input is action just pressed, action pressed. And we do up. Then direction. Oh, sorry. I always forget these. Direction dot x plus is 1. Ah, right. Okay, we didn't do that yet. The direction. I didn't make any variable for that. So let's make a var direction, which will be semicolon vector 2 0. Okay, that works. Wow, it's really specific. Not even 0 with just one capital Z works. This is going to be ugly as hell code for me. I'm not used to doing it like this, but I do not know how to do it better yet. I guess I pressed insert here because somehow was overriding things. Direction X. Wait up. I'm doing actually absolutely stupid, but okay. Up is +1. Minus is 1. Why doesn't it take that? Wow. Is action pressed. Left direction dot x minus is 1 if input. So for me this is so normal to just do brackets for everything, and it just doesn't like that. So direction plus is 1. Okay, that should be it. Invalid operands vector 2 and int for assignment operator. What? Why? Oh, plus x upon dot x. Jesus. Not sharp, guys. Not sharp. I'm doing my best, but I'm not sharp. Okay, so that should already provide us with basic movement, shouldn't it? Oh, this I should not have left open for so long. That's also something that I don't get used to, because whenever I stop something in Unity, then it will already stop. Script inherits from native type character body 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object of type node 2D. Okay, so Does that... Okay, you guys that know more about this than I do, you guys can probably help me here. Does that mean that I shouldn't have this player node, but just have the character body 2D node? Or should I just do this? And then start. Because this now doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't move. Probably because I don't know why. That's the thing. Okay, so why does this not work? Where the heck did... Well, oh, there. Okay, I was thinking where the heck did my chat go, but now I know. Okay, got it again. Okay. So why doesn't it move? Probably made some stupid mistake that I don't see. Or should I do this in a different place, like physics process? Because that is basically what this is, right? Physics process. Delta loads. What I'm seeing here is that this has to go into a void. And then the semicolon again. Hopefully that works. So, but I cannot make anything like a new scene without having a node 2D, right? So, as far as I know at least, that doesn't work. Okay, I cannot move, so even though I have a playing field, I have nothing. Makes it a little annoying. And I would expect that to be, that the script would be here. So maybe I have positioned the script wrong. Is that maybe, or should I? Because the script is indeed on player. What if I move the script here? Can I? Can I do that? And rename this one to player actually. How do I remove the script? Okay, here, no, so blah blah. I need to remove this one. I want to have it. Oh, wait. I actually have it there now. Oh. Okay, I do not know if I'm doing this correctly, but character body 2D. Because this was going wrong because of yeah, it cannot be assigned to an object of type node 2D. This is a node 2D type object. So what if I remove that, or just move this one out of it and make that a root object? Can I? Can I do that? I cannot. This is quite strange and annoying, because that is the part of this that I do not understand. I hate it when my headset just turns off on its own. So, is there anybody here still? Alright, all set. I'll get the repo up soon. The challenge is to make a game in a night, at least the core mechanics. I'll go live as well. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I will have no more viewers, I guess, but that's okay. I'm kind of figuring out now why, because this root element, I cannot remove it. Because if I do that, then everything is gone. So detach the script. Can I attach the script? Yes, I can. Okay. I shouldn't have to. I can open it. This one I want to use. Load. You're gonna co-stream with me, you mean? Then I need to open a different browser to actually do that. Because I don't do that all the time. Whenever you're live, just let me know then. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shut it. Yes, sir. Anyway, maybe now it works because now the script is actually on the correct object. I hope. Okay, that didn't work, so I'll need to try it again. Right, now it doesn't make a mistake, but it also doesn't move. It's a yearly ritual at this point. We make GDTV Jam game. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up because it doesn't work, and I don't know why. I have the mapping done. Okay, apply movement. I did not do that. That's probably why it doesn't work yet. The move and slide stuff. Which I think is strange stuff. Okay, if direction not vector to 0, 0, then what we want to do is direction becomes direction normalized. Okay, and then we're going to actually apply the movement. So velocity is direction times move speed, and then we do move and slide. Still, I think that's a crazy function name, but who knows? People, okay, my wife is telling me something, so just better respond for a second. Just need to do that always. Most important thing ever. If you don't listen to your wife and you don't respond to your wife, then you will have a hard life. Right, okay, so let's save this and let's play. Let's see what it does. Do we now get movement? I hope so, because I probably just was missing something. No! Still don't. That's... Why is that? Because I do have our player in here, right? Yes, I do. And with that player, I also have a script for it. Why is it always eluding me why this is not working? Okay. Okay, AI, you're gonna have to help me now. Up a tutorial level and created a player scene which I added to the level and added a script for movement of the player. However, it does not move at all. This is my script. Now let's actually add that so that it can tell me something about my script. Probably wrong, but I'm very close. It's one of those classic, it looks right, but one small thing breaks everything situation. Your movement never applies. Position move towards target position, move speed delta does nothing because you're not assigning the result back. Position is position, okay. Where did I have that? Position equals position move towards. Seriously? That is it. I'm gonna eat my shoe. Which I cannot actually do, so. Still doesn't move. Okay, so that was not it. At least I'm not just a dumb guy. By the way, since I've been lurking on and off, what are we up to do today? We're making a game jam game for Game Dev TV game jam, which has a theme of connections. And so I was already drawing a little bit. I want to make a game where basically you have a player A and a player B. They're both connected. So if my player A is moving left, then so does my player B. That means that we're both basically constricted to our own part of the level, but I can move the same way. I always move in the same way that the other one does, but I could have an object stopping me and the other one might not have that, and we both need to get to our targets. That's basically the idea of this game, so we can make several levels with that. Of course, explaining it first with the simplest of the simple, go from A to B and that's it, and then increasingly making it more difficult. But first of all, I need to get any movement at all. If I can get player A to move, then I can get player B to move, right? So, yeah. Is moving is never set. But you never set it to true, so that block never runs. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. If is moving, okay. If is moving... So where do I set it to move? That is a good one. Replace it with... Okay, so basically remove that is moving part. Take this out. If direction is allowed, normalize it. Okay. Also fix this. Yeah, Y inverted up. Have I inverted it? Oh, -1. It really is? Okay, that I always confuse that stuff. Okay. You could also make it like a grid movement, right? It's on the player nodes, smooth movement, then make it grid movement maybe, okay. And again we have a break, I'm so sorry guys. I don't do it on purpose, you know it happens, right? It's part of streaming, but we have one. Still no movement. What is this input thing? Okay. Only identify. Didn't want to type anything there. In the dim glow of Dragonspirit Games stream, a figure known as Incredible emerged from the shadows, pledging to conjure a game in a single night. With the promise of co-streaming, they embraced the annual right of the Game Dev TV Jam. Meanwhile, Fusnable lurked in the periphery, their curiosity piqued. What grand design was unfolding today? The plot thickens. Oh yes, it does. It does indeed. Okay, it is still very quiet. And... oh. Does that work? No, not this one. I cannot even do another one. Well, okay. Does that work? Oh, it's already ended. That was quick. That was quick. Sometimes, of course, I cannot see it immediately, so that's a little annoying. Yeah, I saw the invite, but then I couldn't do anything with it. And somehow I didn't have the same microphone as an option. Which is also a little hard. I cannot do two different microphones. I'll see about it and do it again, maybe. It doesn't give me an active pop-up, though. Including my camera will not work, obviously, because I'm already active. But I think my sound works, right? But I don't hear you. Probably because my speakers are not set to be in my headset. But if I do that, then I do not know if you still hear music. Where's all that options, man? Where's my audio? I do not hear you. Audio. I don't hear shit. That's strange. Anyway, I hope you hear me. I don't know if you do. I cannot hear you, and that's a bit strange. My microphone, I think, works. Why don't I hear you? I hear nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know how it... I have no clue. Anyway, we're live together. I just don't. I don't hear you, so it's a little tough for me to actually talk. We might invite also Mimir Bites. As far as I know, he's also streaming, and he's actually the expert here on anything Godot, unlike me. Is the script actually on the player node? Is the player in the scene? Is the scene running? Yes, all of that is yes. So I don't get this. It's on my player. Check stream together, speaker arrow. Yeah, I did. All of that I checked, but nothing gives me any sound. I see that you're making sound, but I don't hear you. But that could also be because you go over my speakers and my headset is maybe cancelling that out a little. I was checking the audio, but I also don't hear anything then. Let me check. Yeah, I don't hear, but at least we have shared chat, so I guess we can do it like that then. Yeah, that I could do, of course. That is an option. Let's see. Incredible. Oh, you know what? I think I might have an idea of why I do not hear you. No, I was thinking maybe I turned off the sound of Chrome, but I didn't do that either. Incredible. Underscore, I think it was. Well, okay. You're not actually started yet, according to this. So let's see what we can do here. But I do see that we are in a shared chat. So I don't know, Rodrigo to TPHS, if you actually hear me, but just not incredible. I do not know. I hear myself, but that is not very helpful. And I was actually thinking, indeed, that Mimir Bytes might be somebody who's actually very interesting to actually have here as well, especially since he knows Godot and I do not. And my Godot is not working the way I want to. Give me a moment. Of course, we give you all the moments you need. Right, where was I? I was trying to get this to work, right? And it just doesn't. What if I just find a ready-made script? There must be a ready-made script, right? Godot character top-down character movement script. Must be there. Somebody must have done this before. Right? If not, then it's totally crazy. Movement speed, blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm just gonna be absolutely crazy here and copy that. Because I think I basically did more or less the same. So I did more than what they did. But what the freaking hell does this not work for? Wait, what did I... Oh, I forgot to take this one. Okay, I need to also obviously extend character body 2D. And then they say to set that up, add a character body 2D node named player. Yes, I got that. Add a sprite 2D, got that too. Attach the script to player, go to project, blah blah blah. Okay, but they have UI map. I do not know that. I do not know that. I do right. I do left. But it's... Wait, what? Yeah, okay. And down and up. Right. So the rest should be the same. So with that, it should work. And it doesn't. Debugger, I have something here. Error. Parameter delta is never used in the function physics process. If this is intended, blah 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 blah. Prefix it with an underscore delta. Okay, but it's just a warning. That's not really an error. Okay, so nothing that I should be worried about. Then why doesn't it work? probably because of the fact that I set this up wrong. But I cannot move him, and that's the thing that I don't like. So you guys over in Incredible's stream, you guys are hearing me or you don't? I also still don't hear Incredible. I hear myself. That's funny. I also still don't hear Incredible. I hear myself. That's funny. Yeah, not ball, right? We don't hear the ball. Well, I hear some sounds from the ball, but I don't hear the ball himself. Right, so my movement still is not working, even though this was supposed to be a standard script. So the only thing I can think of is that I didn't set this up correctly. And I will try and replicate it by making a new one immediately from, or new scene, wait up, cancel, scene, new scene. And in that I will create another node, just so not that one, but I will use a character body 2D node. That's the standard one.
Now, hopefully.
Yes, now I hear the ball.
There we go. There we go.
We hear the ball.
Let me get Dragonspirit as well.
We are hearing the ball. So not that one, but I will use a character body 2D node. That's the standard one. Now I need it.
There we go. Perfect.
Collision shape 2D. We hear the ball. Let's add it. Shape should be. I don't know. Did I do that on the other one? I guess I did. Circle shape. Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Let me see if I can get your voice come up a little bit.
I actually think I should not have a circle shape, but more like a rectangle shape. Makes it much more logical here. And then I should add my sprite. Sprite 2D. Yeah, I'm doing Godot, yes. I'm trying to learn my Godot because I'm really terrible at Godot. So, in case you're wondering why I'm doing stupid things, that's why I'm doing stupid things. So, yeah. Trying to do it the smart way, but I cannot say that I'm doing it smart. So, this is going to be my player scene, so let's save that as player. Well, I should rename the other one first. Let's do that. Save as player 1. So I don't want to throw it away immediately just until I actually know that this works. And this will be the player TSCN. There we go. Override it.
Screen, maybe? Max, do you want to see my stream when I do stuff?
So now I'm gonna check my tutorial level, and this player is probably now the wrong player, so let's remove him.
Nice. Ooh, black ball.
I'm gonna put in our player instead.
Now you should be able to hear me, see me, and
I can see you and I can hear you. Well, I can see your avatar, that is. Okay, of course. Now I need to go here and make sure that I actually have a sprite in there, and that is going to be for now this one. I'm going to resize him.
The game idea is Sokoban with 2 players as the theme is connection. So I am ready with the folder and the project file. Oh, this is not the project.
Transform.
I think. Yeah.
Scale. 0.2. 0.2. Much better. Okay, save. I'm at tutorial level. We have a player. I need to move him. Where's my tool again? Here.
And we're gonna make some things.
Okay, let's say. Let's play and see what happens.
Copy this
Yo, now it moves. See, I was right. I just set it up in the wrong way. Okay, so for now I have smooth movement and I have no collisions yet, obviously, which I still need to fix. But we're getting somewhere. Okay, I can remove this one. Cool. So this one deleted from my entire file system. I don't want it anymore. Now we have something that works. So now I would actually want to have a collision system here also. And that means my player will need some collision, but this one also needs collision.
And paste.
Where do I do that?
Now we are ready to make a game. So what I did was basically have all of the custom tools.
So where's the physics layers? How do you add collision to your tile map? Normally it's a tile map collision, but can I make that here also? Like say add child node collision shape 2D. And then do I have a tile map? No.
There we go. And
Segment shape? No. That doesn't work that way. So how do I do that then?
first and foremost thing, we make the game.
Okay, so let me check that out. Okay.
That's the
In Godot,
make the game.
how do I add a collision to my tile map?
I guess we're gonna have a plane.
Open the tileset editor. Okay, so let's go to the tileset editor. Tileset editor. Select your tile map node.
Can you hear the music?
In the scene tree in the inspector, click on the tileset property to open the tileset editor. Wait up. What is this?
Alright. 3D plane. Now
Enable in the tileset editor, switch to the collision tab. I do not have a collision tab. Where's my collision tab? Oh wait, what? That is
capsule.
this one, for example. Yes, okay. Collision. Where's my collision then? I don't see that. Tile map editor, base tile. Where do I have the? How do I do that? I don't see that anywhere. It's just silly. It doesn't say anywhere.
Huh. At least in the scene view.
In the inspector for your tile map node, set collision enabled to true. Okay, right. Where?
There we go. Now it looks okay.
Where does it say that? Physics, maybe. Collision enabled is on. It is on. So, let's try. And I should not be able to go through, right? But I can.
It's nice.
Okay. So that doesn't work. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So for my player, do I have...
We got a player. Oh, we need 2 players. That's the thing. I forgot about it.
Yeah, 2 player, man. 2 players.
If I make 1 and
You cannot just get away without having 2 players.
player,
Where's my physics interpolation? No. Collision shape here. Collision shape is a rectangle.
this under the
Can I see my collision maybe? That would be nice also. Oh, my collision shape is super small.
0, 0. Player's
Right.
position 0, 0, 0.
So my collision shape needs to be as big as my entire thing.
Offset 0.5.
Otherwise, why would it collide, right? Okay, so that is my collision shape. Okay, let's save that. One-way collision. What is one-way collision? Sets whether this collision shape should only detect collision on one side, top or bottom. This property has no direct child of an area 2D node. No, it is not.
That is going to be 10, 0. Perfect.
So,
Let's make some
disabled
material.
should be changed with object set deferred. No.
This
but-
be player
say this should be working, and it doesn't.
Yeah, there we go. This is my jam.
So I can still go through, so there's nothing actually colliding. Make a tile. Godot tile does not collide.
What's going on? Oh, that's good.
Tile collision. Collision does not work. Tiles of physics layer has no collision shapes painted onto the tiles. Okay, but how do I do that? Because I have these. I just don't know how to paint anything on those. I have my tile. Tile set. Edit. No. Physics layer. Add element. Is that maybe what I need to do? Collision layer. Yes, here we go. Can I edit those? How do I edit those? Okay, I found the collision layer. I just don't know how to actually set it.
Oh,
Collision mask. Physics.
he knows. Oh,
Physics material, no. Does this maybe already do it? I don't know.
okay. Let's make some sprites, shall we?
Doesn't do anything.
Let's make it.
What the fuck is this?
16 by 16 pixels. Perfect.
It's not fair, you know. Now, I will know that Incredible will do everything faster than I do. Because he knows how this stuff works and I don't. This should be so freaking easy to just make a collision on my tile, but I know nothing about how that works in Godot. Blah blah blah.
It's just the amount of time you spend, Max. You just gotta spend some time to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out by just watching stuff like how it works, but simply doesn't say how I do that exactly, because I can go to my tile set and I see my tile, but I don't see how to paint on that. What is actually my
This is gonna be a solid tile.
my collision? I see my collision layer. I cannot do anything with it though. Edit tile collision
This
in Godot. Tile map node in the scene tree. Yeah, that's that one. On inspector, click on the tile sets. Yeah. To open the tile set editor. In the tile set editor, select the tile you want to add collision to. That one. Navigate to the physics layer section. Here's the collision polygon tool. I do not have a collision polygon tool. To draw a collision shape for the tile. Where do you see a collision polygon tool?
This is gonna be the floor. And frame, new frame. And what are we gonna
am
need more?
Probably nuts, but I don't see anywhere that it says anything about... What the fudge?
Yeah, we do need crates, okay. Let me just see what Sokoban is first.
Where the heck is this? I mean, I'm supposed to be able to edit this thing, right? How am I supposed to...
We are playing Double Trip.
Come on. Oh, there it is.
If you're watching on YouTube, it's getting already.
Hello, I'm Dick. Am I welcome here?
Hello, I'm Dick. Hello, welcome. Of course you're welcome here.
We welcome everyone, whether you're called Dick or something else, it's fine.
This is juicy.
That's kind of a dick move to call yourself Dick in a stream. But where's the freaking collision polygon tool? I don't find that. How do I add collision? Yes, how do I add collisions to my tiles? How do I do that? For freaking crying out loud. Adding collision, navigation, occlusion to the tile set,
So
and blah blah blah.
thing, and we gotta
Okay, so how do I do that? So tile set, I have that, yeah. Right, that's where I was also at.
okay. So we gotta drop thing.
I do not have that
and we gotta
thing that they're talking about.
put this one
So this is my base tile, and I cannot open it or something. Go to creating tiles in non-transparent texture regions. Yeah. If there are tiles from the tile sheet you do not wish to be present in Atlas, choose the eraser tool at the top of the tile set, then click the tiles you wish to remove. Okay, blah blah. This is all normal. This I get.
Probably this would be visible.
I'm sure I'm so close, but just texture mapping.
Is that a video you're watching? It's really in the background.
Yeah, I am the background guy.
Yeah, you hear Incredible talking. It said don't be a dick in the rule, but you're not a dick, you are a dick. That's different.
No, just kidding. Hey man, how you doing?
Tile set at blah blah blah. Where's the thing that I need? Create tiles in non-transparent texture regions, blah blah blah. Didn't I do that? Maybe I didn't.
Okay, this works as a crate, right?
So how am I going to set up? Jesus, like there's so many things you need to do, but create a physics layer.
Game.
Creating a physics layer in the tile set, resource inspector.
Visit the Ko-fi page.
Okay, wait. Adding I'm gonna show this on this
Alright, so
screen so you guys are knowing what I'm actually looking at. Tile set features a system of tile proxies, right? Adding collision, navigation, and occlusion to the tile set. We've now successfully created a basic tile set. We could start using it in the tile map layer node now, but it currently lacks any form of collision detection. This means the player and other objects could walk straight through the walls and floor. If you use 2D navigation, you also need to define navigation polygons for tiles to create a navigation mesh that agents can use for pathfinding. Blah blah blah. To be able to define collision, navigation, and occlusion shape for each tile, you will need to create a physics, navigation, or occlusion layer for the tile set resource first. To do so, select the tile map layer node, click the tile set property value in the inspector to edit, and then unfold physics layers and choose add element. Add element.
the line tool.
That I did, I think. That's why I have these.
I know what we need.
Okay, where is it? Where's my freaking browser screen? Here.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I don't want that. After creating a physics layer, you have access to the physics layer section in the tileset Atlas inspector. Do I now? Why don't I see that then?
Wait.
I don't see that at all. Where is that? I don't have any physics here. Well, we went for another bit of a break. So, texture, yes, but where's the rest? I don't see what they're saying that I should be seeing, and that is not nice.
Need an eraser.
Add element? No, then I make it just twice. That's not what I want. Material, quick load. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I don't see the same things that they do.
Yeah, I forgot I could do this.
Tile set Atlas Inspector. So you have tiles and patterns, right? My tiles are here. Or did I just basically not create anything yet or something? I don't know how this works. This is so stupid. Isn't this the same? This is like the setup.
It's gonna be the target.
Atlas.
Nice. We got everything. What I'm gonna do is wait this.
I do not have physics. Another wait under select. Is that maybe the... Ah! Holy shit, man.
Who needs physics, man? Come on.
I do. I need physics.
Okay.
I do incredible. Let's see. Polygon tool.
Oh, by the way, Max, I added you to the repo.
You added me to the repo. Okay. I should probably get a mail from that one day soon. I mean, this should already be working. So now I need to check if this actually is true, because I don't see it. See, I can still go through everything.
Oh,
You
what the
bloody idiots are just lying to me. This is not working. And this is the basics that I need to get working. If this doesn't work, then nothing works. Stupid Godot. Sorry for those who are watching maybe and like Godot, but Godot is being an ass to me, and I'm just trying to get stuff working. It's not nice that it doesn't work. So, I'm wondering why my collision is not working, or am I simply not colliding with my player? My player also has collision on, so it should be that he collides, right? So he's colliding on layer 1. Layer 1 is the same one. I don't see the difference. Disable mode, keep active.
Oh,
Maybe that's the thing.
Oh, come on.
Nope. Fuck it. Does your player have a collision shape? My player has a collision shape.
I hate Godot. I don't hate Godot. I just don't like it. I mean, I tried it. It's not for me. I like Unity.
Why is my collision not working?
Even though I'm banned on Unity channel, I'll still appreciate Unity.
Godot? Yeah, I like Godot better than I'd like Godot. Godot.
Oh, fun fact. Max was the reason I was banned from Unity stream.
I'm not the reason you got banned from the Unity channel. You're the reason you got banned. It's not me. I didn't ban you. You always blame me for all the things you did yourself, man. You already have a working prototype in 3D even.
And everyone started saying balls.
Why is my player not colliding with the other one? So I have a collision shape 2D on this. It's a rectangle. It's not disabled.
Create NP game object.
It's not one-way collision.
Movable block. Then we need another game object. Let's call it solid.
Why am I not getting it working? Stupid collision stuff.
And
It should be like super easy. Okay. Again, I'm gonna have to ask AI here. I have collision set up my tile set and also on my player. Yet my player is not colliding with the walls. Classic Godot moment, of course, classic. Collisions exist but don't work. It's almost always one of these things. You're using position plus something, position removed words, collision will not work. What?
Now we create text,
You're moving the wrong way
create material. This is
because you're bypassing
no
move and slide, but I did that.
material.
Okay, on player, collision mask layer 1, collision mask 1, or whatever your walls are on tile map, collision mask 1, if these don't, what they do.
This is gonna be called
Temporarily set player mask is everything. How do I do that? Where is that?
and
Physics interpolation? No.
create
On my collision shape, blah blah. Where do I even set that shit, man? It's not a tile set thing. You added collision to one tile, but your walls use a different tile. I only have one tile, guys, so that's not going to be the issue. It has a collision shape to the. It's not disabled. It's not too small, and it's not offset weirdly. Debug visual collision shapes. Debug visible collision shapes. Okay, let's do that and see what happens. So, okay, my player does have a collision shape, but I do not see the same actually for the tile set. How stupid is that shit? So this has collisions on, right? So I did go to my tile set. I set my physics layer. Wait, physics layer 0. There's no 0. Physics. Why is this physics layer 0 about? Because you have collision layers but not 0. What the hell? There is no 0.
much, but so
What?
Max is good with sprites. What am I doing?
Okay, physics, no.
Export.
How do I even see which layer that is on here then? Because it doesn't say anything about it. Oh wait, light mask, visibility layer. No.
Hopefully I have textures.
Process. Physics priority. What? Okay, character body 2D. You're using character. You are calling move slide every frame. Yeah, right. You move towards your player is moving visually, ignoring physics completely. Result passes straight through walls. I do move and slide. Then later. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is gonna take me way too long just because of the stupid collision not working. Collision shape to D.
I just realized I'll need 2 crates.
Okay, so I'm sorry if this is sometimes a little bit more one-sided and you just see the Godot logo here, but I'm trying to figure out what is actually happening. So it says that my tile map now does not have a collision shape, which I think is absolutely crazy because I just set that up, right? Here, this has a physics layer. Select the tile. I have the tile. It even has that green area around it. Look for a tab like physics. Physics layers. Physics, add shape.
What do
I
you
just have
use?
one. Now you should see green or colored boxes on walls, a shape around your player. Okay, select the player node. Or do I don't have it here? Okay, here. Yeah, collision layer 1, 1. Am I completely crazy here?
Spirit.
It must be, because I don't see what they're saying that I should see.
I don't think I need transparency. Let's keep it opaque.
Okay, on the tile set here, on the editing of the tile set, collision layer, collision mask, everything is set. It is there.
Now, Max, quick question. I know I'm gonna get a reply in a few seconds, but still, let me ask you this. Would you like the players to be moved?
Oh my god, what is this? On me? I got a T viewer.
No, you have AI viewers.
Right when I was trying to talk with you.
Would you like to have the player move by itself, or to player to move an object to the goal?
I want to move the players, not an object.
Perfect. Gotcha.
I want to move the players, not an object.
Perfect. Got it. Got it. So what I can do is I can actually move this.
If you see the green collision shape, then your tiles do have collision. So now we're in the everything looks right but still doesn't work phase. Yeah, that's the phase I hate the most. You're moving position. I do not use position move toward. I do not use position move toward. I do not know. Correct way. Oh, blah blah blah. You're on Y input is reverse. No, it's not. Check tile map collision is actually active. Even if shapes exist, tile map might not be participating in physics. Select tile map, then check. Wait, tile map. Tile map. Okay, let's go here because otherwise I don't see anything. Maybe. collision enabled on. Physics layer is set. Yep. Check player collision shape. Is it a child of a character body 2D? Yes. It's enabled. Yes. It's not too small or misplaced. No. Moving via position. No, I'm not. Remove it. Blah, blah, turn on collision debug and test again. Yeah, I can test 1,000,000 times, but I'm gonna end up with the same thing every single time because it's just not working. If I put a second player on it, then it will work most likely. But
Did you try to put the code in AI?
yeah, that's what I was doing. I've been putting this through AI, and AI keeps coming up with the same kind of shit, which I have already said correctly. So that's not it. Yes, we can see chat, Dottie Watson. I can see the chat, and so does Incredible.
Spam? I did ban it. Oh, I didn't ban it. Sorry, my bad.
Ah, so only Kick Chat is ignored. I'm not ignoring anything, but I guess then Kick Chat is not coming in if it's... Ah, you are on... I didn't get the Kick Chat. Sorry, man. I don't... Normally, I would see that in my... I would normally see that in StreamerBot, but I don't. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kick somehow doesn't seem to work well with StreamerBot. I don't get the chat. Sorry. You paint the collision on it. Yes. Let me show you exactly what I did. So then, because this for me is completely new, I did paint this on here. So this green one. You paint the collision on the tile editor UI. Yeah, that's here. So this is the collision shape, right? Or at least it should be. I wish I could actually see it. Am I not supposed to be able to drag this? Yeah, the Kick is another streaming platform, Foxionaire. That's basically what it is. So I would say that I should be able to actually move it also, but I cannot. What happened here? I didn't want to do that.
That's always a good idea. Restart.
Yeah, I guess, because I don't know if I'm actually doing something wrong. Try turning it off and on again. I don't know why that's taking so long, by the way, because normally that goes very fast. Ah, there you go. Let's turn it back on. Reload Godot, it's always funky. Sometimes reload is the best option to know whether it's you or the software. Let's hope it's the software, because sometimes I am doubting myself too much. It would be nice if it's actually not me this time. So let's see, I'm going here and I go to the tile set. Let's go to my tile.
Please Godot, man.
Select. Wait, what? Where's my tile? Tile.
Definitely Godot.
Always Godot. Cannot be anything else. Okay, base tile. And then select. Okay, there's my base tile. Click. Physics layer 0. Yeah, I was zoomed, because if I'm not zoomed, then I cannot see this tile. It's basically very small. But I should be able to do something with this, right? Wait, edit points tool. How does this not do anything? Obvious but great suggestion, Dottie. Still can walk straight through walls. So it's not the solution. Unfortunately, it wasn't probably the thing. To someone using Godot daily, it's obvious, yeah. Why are these tiles not doing what I'm expecting? Because I cannot add anything to the physics layer. I just basically, because I have it here, they exist here. That's as far as I know, at least. Grid snap, disable snap. I don't understand. Oh, I saw collision layer 0 and I thought it wasn't there before. I could just go back to kick where nothing I said was even seen. I will see you now because I'm actually watching. Because I was expecting my, and that's why I didn't see it, my streamer bot to actually also show the chat. Because it is connected to all the chats. Somehow it just doesn't work because I have all selected. So also, I'm live on YouTube, so I would be able to see normally if somebody types. I'm just telling Fox, if I'm annoying you, too bad. Oh no, you're not annoying anyone. I welcome all help, and if a viewer would be annoyed by the fact that you say something that's trying to be helpful, then too bad for the viewer. But I know Foxionaire personally, and I know he's not annoyed. I know he is not. So, just to make sure that you know this, he will not be annoyed by what you are saying. I cannot do anything with this. So I'm guessing I still didn't do the collision layer properly, otherwise why would I not be able to do anything with it, right? So this should be able to draw something. As far as I know, this add polygon tool, I cannot do anything. So I don't get it. I have to ask again here on my... starting to get really tough. Green border, but I can't edit it at all, which makes me doubt it works like it should. Its atlas seems absent. How do I do that then? Because I have an atlas here, right? Yeah, I'm able to draw squares. That's how I even drew the level in the first place, right? Otherwise I would not be able to draw this at all. I have an outer bounds and an inner bounds. Both of these are tile map layers, and I drew these on it. So the inner line and the outer line. Or that it has ID 0. I mean, all are valid suggestions, but the tile itself should be able to be split up into sections, right? Well, I made just a simple one sprite tile, so this is basically it. That's it. So yeah. I could make more. I know, but you can edit the tile to be chunked up into separate parts. Yeah, that should be possible, but how? But that's basically based on your tile size, right? If I would make it 4x4, I should be getting more than one. So if I do this 4x4, or does that not work? No, that doesn't work that way. Let me test something in my own Godot. Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm helpful. I'm thankful for all the help you could give me. I'm so totally oblivious to why this would not work, because this seems like it should work. A linear velocity, angular velocity. Why the heck would even my physics layer here have any linear and angular velocity? You're not actually editing the tileset resource correctly. In Godot 4, there are two modes: painting tiles in tile map, editing the tileset resource. Right now you're likely stuck in paint mode, not edit mode. No, I'm not. I'm selected. see collision, we can change it. Enter tile set edit mode properly, step by step. Tile map node in inspector, find tile set. Yes, I did. Click the tile set resource, then click edit. It's automatic basically. Where's a pen icon here? There's no pen icon. What? Oh man, I made new. That was not the idea that I was doing. Load. Wait, what? Did I not? No, it's gone. No, I don't have anything. Alright, okay, I have it again. But this one doesn't. Tile shape square, 8 by 8. Shit, what the heck? Yes, I would like to automatically create tiles in the atlas, yes. And in it, physics layers, add elements. Okay. With that, go to select the tile. Why I do not have it at all. Before I had it. Ah, I'm losing my freaking time here. It should have squares. Right there, it should have squares. It does when you drag the default PNG, then they give.
Time is an illusion, my friend.
I'm gonna get so annoyed by it now. Okay, so I have... Why can I not click this? I don't understand this. Yeah, but I have my PNG, should also work, right? Create tiles. I don't want to do the icon SVG. It creates like a ton of those. Now I have a ton of things. It shows the issue. So yeah, this one now, if I go to select and I go to this one, then I have this physics layer and I can do this. I should be able to move those then, but I cannot either. Something about Atlas runs the collider. Okay, yeah, I can do that, obviously. Although, for whatever reason, now everything just went out of whack huge. Oh, because this is now 16 by 16. I want that 8 by 8. Okay, now it's back to normal. Let's see if that works then. Because I don't see the difference really. I can still not change anything. By the way, it's still drawn there somehow, but I can move through everything. Frickin' hell, this is costing me so much time. Okay, so Atlas doesn't run collisions. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty clear indeed that it doesn't run the collision. So tile set, no matter what I use, should work. So somehow now I have 2 tile sets, looks like. I've only gotten tile collision to work 1 time, so I'm trying to see something too. Hey, thank you, man. I'm super thankful for you helping me out as far as you can, at least. It should be so simple. I mean, that's at least how I feel about it. This should be incredibly simple. Also, what I think is funny, by the way, is that it's now drawing both, apparently. So, and it just creates this like 100 million times over and over again. But I didn't change what was already there, so that's a little stupid that it changed it for me. And if I watch.
Hey, Rudy, welcome in, man. It's been a while.
May the ginger balls be with you, and with you too.
Made ginger balls.
I hate this.
Well, gingers have been away for a while. They have
Base down. Okay, there.
I don't see any ginger balls these days.
Boom. Heart-shaped box. I thought my playlist is playing. This is just... Why am I not able to do anything with this fucking physics layer? Cannot remove points, I cannot do anything. Cannot move it. Wait, what?
Also, you were streaming, so
This makes no sense.
oh, nice.
Now you're going to sleep.
Yeah. So it's my playlist.
Good night, Rudy.
It's on my husband. It's Alright. Have a good rest, man.
I'm using Godot 4.6.2. Okay. Let me Godot 4.6.2 tile map collision not working. How to add collision to a tile map layer in Godot in like 2 minutes. Shut up with your stupid commercial.
Wekenlang zoeken naar de juiste...
Shut up. Okay. Let's see what they're doing.
Video, I'll show you how to add collision to a tile map layer in Godot, so your player
Godot.
can't walk through objects like barrels. First, I already have a barrel obstacle drawn using a tile map layer. Right now, there is no collision applied, so the player can walk straight through it.
Yeah, that I understood.
Select your tile map layer in the scene. In the inspector window, click on the tile set property. This will
Well, I
open
can
the
move in
tile
one
set editor
direction.
window. You'll see a blue region around the tiles. You can also click the small drop-down
Max.
arrow and choose Edit to
Bullets can
open.
move.
Now, in the tile set editor, expand the physics layers option.
What the?
Click
Yeah.
on the Add Element button to create a new physics layer.
That I
By
did.
default, the collision layer and collision mask will be set to 1. Make sure your player is also using the same collision layer. You can check that in your player's collision shape or collision object properties. Next, select your tile map layer again. At the bottom panel, open the Tile Set tab and choose your tile set resource. Click on the Select a Property
Why not
Editor
forward,
drop-down.
backward?
From Physics, choose Physics Layer 0.
Wait up. Paint. Ah. Right. Why is this so big? What the heck? Ah, that's better. I don't get it. Okay, there. Does that do it? Really is weird, this, man. So now I have it, but there's a big blue area around it, so Okay, sorry, I was not checking the chat for a bit. Fusion Dev 99 on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're more versed in using this stuff than I do, because it's really getting me annoyed. I'm doing my best not to be annoyed, but you know, it doesn't help if things are not working the way you're trying to make it work. So we have this in 8x8, but somehow there's like a little dot in there. Let's see, paint. And if you do, then you have this physics layer that you're painting, then you can do this polygon. So basically that should be this, right? Let's see if that's actually true, but don't know why that inner one is there.
Hey Max, look at this.
Oh, sorry, I have to switch over to you to see what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, this is not fair. You're so much faster in Unity than I am in Godot. You got it working? Everybody gets everything working except for me. Maybe I should just find a different career, man. Now go to the right window and paint the squares. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. So I'm thinking I did it. Let's see if it actually works now. Nope, still not working. No, they will be blue. Okay. What am I missing then? Why am you have the collider, now draw it on the right window. Oh, I have to draw it here. What? Oh. Okay, so here also, I now need to select that tile when I can find it at least. That is the thing. Here. And that will do it. Right. Frickin' hell, that should be a little easier, shouldn't it? Oh man, finally I cannot go through anymore. The only thing is now I have some tiles here that I don't know why they're there. Because I didn't want to have them there. So let's remove this tile set. No, I didn't say delete node outer bounds. What the fuck? Can I not just remove this one? Yeah, I can. There you go. Now we should have our level again looking like it should. Yeah, that also again one of those things that I wasn't expecting. So funny, now it's all inner bounds looks like. That's strange. Anyway, it's it does work. No, it doesn't. What? Huh? Okay, let's do this again. We got this. Paint. So we did this on outer bounds and yeah, but we also had that on this one. We have it here now. Look. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe now it does work. Now we check on the inner one. Because we have two. That maybe is the problem. So that should also have it now. And now let's try again. Yeah, that's working. There you go. Somehow it's all blue now. It's what the freaking hell it does here. Oh well, who cares? It actually works, and that's what I care about, right? We have movement. I'm not panicked. I'm not panicked. I'm not panicked. I'm not panicked. All I'm saying that's debug collider showing. Ah, right. Okay, I can turn that off. Visible collision shapes. Right, okay, let's see. Yeah, now we have something that looks like I want it to. Okay, we can later make a player that we actually want it to look like. So now we can actually work on something, and he has this is also funny, like Incredible does this already in 3D. I don't want it to do it in 3D, I wanted to do it in 2D. But at least now we have boundaries and we can actually do something, and I can add a second player, and that should actually, with the same script, also work in the same way. So if I add another player to my tutorial level, so let's find our player 1. So what? Right, okay. So our player 2 is right here. So let's move this guy around and put him right there in the corner. And then let's see, because that should be the same script. I go back and forth with 2D and 3D. They are running on the same physics, so you can actually do it pretty easy. Yeah, I know. That I know. You just press this and it's 3D, but I don't think I would see anything really. So yeah, my game is really meant for 2D. So I've actually done only 2D, and there's no depth to it yet. But look, we can also move in unison. Here we go. That works. We can even do your 2D game and put it on a 3D object. Yes, I know, we could do that. But at least we have a beginning. So now I can move from A to B, and I can do it in the same way. So now I can actually set like an object or a goal on both sides. My idea of this game is, because this is a Game Jam game for the Game Dev TV Game Jam, the theme there is connections. So I want 2 players to move at the same. Thank you for the follow, by the way. That's absolutely appreciated. I love it, and I hope you enjoy the content, even though I'm frustrated sometimes. I've never worked in Godot. Well, I've worked a little bit in Godot. I'm just going to be honest about that. I've been working a little bit in Godot, but I never did anything fully. So I've never actually turned that into actually a fully working game. The idea that I have here for this game jam is, indeed, like I said, it's a game jam. The theme is connections. So what I want is 2 players to work the same way, but they have different obstacles, and so they have to get to the same goal. So if your goal is, for example, to have an object like right there, that's the goal to get to, then you can get there in multiple ways. But if you're, for example, in the first level, let's say let's start it a little bit so it's easier to show what I mean. Right, so let's say the goal is right here in the top, right? And it's the same here. Then all we have to do, basically both of us, we have to go to that corner, and boom, we reach the goal and done. Although I can tell already that it's not equally wide, so I must move that line a little bit. Anyway, you would move to the same corner and done. There you go. That's where you need to be. But then you get to a different level, and you might have an obstacle here, but not here. And you need to get maybe here. So how do you get there without being in the way of the other? So that is the idea that I have, that creates connection. So you do exactly the same, but you behave different in the end. So that's the idea of my game. I want to keep it deadly simple, because I'm not a good game developer in terms of... I am not great at actually designing levels, and that's actually something that I would have to do here pretty good, because otherwise it will not turn out very nice. Yeah, so that's basically my issue here. And now I'm gonna have to figure out why everything now is in inner bounds and nothing is anymore in outer bounds, which is a stupid thing, because outer bounds should still be having my outer part. Doesn't really matter. I guess we can just use this one, but we have to redraw this line because it's not where we want it to be. So without further ado, I guess I should be doing that. Tile map. So let's erase. We're gonna have to erase everything here. So let's draw down. And it's funny though, because at the same time Incredible is streaming at this moment, and he's gonna be able to do this within a few hours and have this game done before I even have a working, fully prototyped game. So we have 1100, how much? 50, I guess. So that means it should be at 575. We should have the line. So without arrays, now let's create a line. Should be right there. Oh, let's find my tile. Right there. Can I make a? I cannot make a line, right? No. Probably is not exactly in the middle yet, but as long as it's sort of okay, then we can be okay. Put it there. Already moved it a little bit, but I don't know if it's enough. Hard to tell if it's in the middle, right? Not exactly. No. Still a little bit more to be drawn. Anyway, we need this as a base. This is going to be everywhere, so it's kind of important for us to do this correctly. We got this. I guess I can kind of turn this off at all. So, well, anyway. Let's do this again. We were almost there, I would say. It's so hard to see then where you need to be. Let's turn off the eraser and let's just put the line tool, right? Draw. Here then maybe. I wish it would just scroll up with me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I could say are very good in Godot, but these kind of things, they shouldn't have to, but they kind of bother me. Like, I want it to work, how do you say that? Intuitively, and I don't think it does. For me, this is not intuitively, because if I normally go outside of my viewing point, my view scrolls up and then I can at least reach it, but now I cannot. Okay, so let's see, this should be, well, now it's again not in the middle, but now it's too far. It's open source, new and still developing those quality of life things. Yeah, that I can tell. I mean, but that's fine. I'm not upset about that. It's just sometimes there's some things that, yeah, maybe for me should be pretty standard, and then they are not. 4.7 is looking nuts. Kind of curious about it then. Because they're actually working on those things from what I can tell. Wow, nice. The things that I was just talking about, that's sick. Okay, let's see. 520, 40, 60, 80. So somewhere here. You'd say that I was almost there, right? But there's the line tool. Why doesn't the line tool just keep going then? Well, it does. See, this is, for example, and especially when drawing a line, it would be so nice if you can just drag it up. Now you can drag? Yeah, then I can drag, but not when I'm actually doing it with the drawing of the line. Anyway, not such a big issue, but I know I'm just very picky about those things. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at this, because otherwise it's gonna get way too much trouble to get it exactly in the middle. I'd have to pick a better size, maybe. That could also be like 1200 and then just at 600 it's exact middle, of course. So yeah, and I'd probably have to also figure out the exact placement of the player, but that is something for later. Now I just basically want to make a goal, and if that goal is there, then we can reach it by basically running over it. So I'm going to make a new scene. It's going to also be a starter node, like an other node. Again, it's not going to be a character 2D, but maybe that actually is a node 2D. I was wondering about it. I guess so. Node 2D in this case. We call this the goal. Characters will be controlled by different people, so they will be moving independently anyways. No, they will be moving exactly at the same time. So if I'm moving on the left, I just move all on my own. So they're connected. When I move my left character, my right character moves with me. So if I have an obstacle on my left, I might not have it on the right, but I still will have to find a way to get around it without losing my other character. And if you get to further levels, you might have something that actually can be damaging you if you don't move around it. And how is Incredible doing at the moment? Probably doing super easy.
It's a problem. It's
I think you're doing amazing, most likely. Anyway, so now we're gonna have to work on the goal.
I'm doing okay. It's nothing special.
That's what you say.
I'm also doing some.
I saw you already rolling stuff around, so I wouldn't say it was nothing that you're doing. So, okay, this also needs to have a collision shape 2D. And it's gonna be a rectangular shape, I would say, just for making it easier on myself. And I will want to put in also a shape. It already has a shape. Oh, okay, this had to be an area 2D then. Okay, then we need to remove it. Yes. Area 2D. And that creates a collision shape 2D. And that would be of the type rectangular shape. Here we go. And we want to have it look like something. So let's do sprite 2D. You can click and change node type if you end up doing that. Ah, okay. Right click, I should say. Really? Change type. I didn't know that. Thank you so much for that, because that really will help. Okay, let's create a very simple and fast little bit of art here. 8x8 should be good enough. I don't want it to be big or anything. I just want it to be the same kind of shape. And I'll create a little bit of a flag, I guess. There you go. Or maybe with a white line in between. Simple, but not very special. File, export as. Let's call this flag. Okay, so right here we're gonna call this. Where did I put it? Doesn't have it yet. Where did I put it? I hope I put it in the correct place here. No, I did not. File, export as. Where the heck are you being saved? No, I didn't want to do it there. I want to do it there. Export. File, save as, so that I do not lose it. There you go. Right. So now I should be able to use that. Put it on there. Here we go. Pretty small, but that's fine. Then I need to have physics on it as well. The collision shape here, that's a rectangle, and I should be able to actually also change it, right? Yeah, I am. I'm able to change that. Put it more around it. It's not like huge. Okay, that's the goal. So on the tutorial level, now let's set my goal. And let's put it simple, right? It's probably very small. A bit too small actually, because the player is way bigger. I'm gonna have to make it bigger than that. I cannot see it like that. That creates me a little bit crazy. So let's make a new one. File, new. Let's do it. What do 32 by 32? Yeah, let's do that. And then just again quickly. But now I have way more place for details. Okay. I can make even a flagpole if I want to. Let's do it like that, and here we go with some crazy colors maybe. Let's create the Dutch flag, why not? Why not? We're Dutch after all. We are Dutch after all, so we can do that completely fairly. Now we need a blue. Let's create a nice color blue. Fill that up. There we go. Like a nice little flag here. File. Save as. Let's actually save that as a flag. And then export that as flag PNG, 100% visible layer, blah blah, export. Yes. I don't know if that's much better. I was wondering if I need to set anything to make it sharp, because sometimes you need to do that in some things. Did I actually call that area 2D? No, right? Oh, I did. I cannot do that. That's not a good name. Right, so save tutorial level. Why would it be called area 2D? That's not what I want. So let's get my goal back in here. There. Kind of looks like there's a... of course now my collision is not good anymore. Damn. Damn. So funny that it looks so bad if you're actually zoomed into it. Nice, yeah. Let's add a touch of the Netherlands in there. Right? While we're at it, you can always do it properly. Doesn't mean it will stay there, but at least we have a little bit of a touch of the Netherlands. So, okay, and I will add another one. If I can. Oh, let's do it like this then. Put it here. Let's drag that all the way over here. So, and now we need to make a script that when I get there, we actually pass the level if both of them reach it. So that would mean if goal 1 and goal 2 have been reached. So in this case, I would say goal 1, just to make it a little bit clearer. And here we call it player 1 and player 2. So then we should be able to write a script for that, except for the fact that it's already almost 11 and tomorrow I need to work, which makes it a little harder for me to keep going. I do know for a fact that our friend over on Incredible is still going to be going, because he doesn't stop. You know, that guy has no way to stop. He always keeps going. Can you make a pop-up that says "Yay, the Netherlands second level is waiting for you"? I can make anything, probably. There would be another scene that I have to load, but that's okay. I guess I can do that. But now I need to make a script for that goal when it's being reached by both players. And that's something I need to think about first, because I do not know if it's that easy. And actually, probably I should put it more in the middle, right? Because it's a little bit in the bottom of the screen and nothing else is happening here. So that's a little stupid maybe, but it's details, right? I just need it to work first. And that's stupid enough maybe, but that's hard enough already for me to not think of details before I actually start doing stuff. That's has been one of my downfalls most of the time. So I always want to do it like perfect from the beginning, and that I cannot do. And that hurts. It hurts that I cannot do that. Okay, so here we should have a script on this. And of course there is no script yet. So add or attach script. We're gonna make
I think I have a game.
scripts, and we're gonna make a new one. Can I make a new one? Golded GD, yeah. Open Gold GD. Create. Right. So from here we should do stuff to get this going. And here's again stuff that I have no clue if that's easy to do here. I've set up a goal for my players to reach. And I now need to create a script that when I reach the goal, when both players reach their goal, we have completed the level. That's basically the simplest one. You have a goal area, area 2D, level manager to track progress. A level manager. Goal, blah, 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 we did that. Okay, so basically we're going to have some variables. So variable player, God, I cannot type anymore. Player, sorry guys, if I'm getting frustrated, it's usually with myself. Does it have a hook on collision or something? It has probably got something, so we're gonna figure that out as soon as we get there, because like I said, Godot and me, we're not sometimes friends, and sometimes I get really annoyed with how it works. But I don't think I need any of this, so we need some more like body on entered or something, like on entered on collision, like you said. So I think I'm gonna have like there's like those built-in functions. So there's on collision, no, body or something, body entered. Body? Does that work? And we're in commercials again. Let's observe chat in its natural habitat. In the wilds of Dragonspirit Games development stream, we observe the fascinating ecosystem of Godot game creation. Dottie Watson marvels at version 4.7's evolution, celebrating new features like adjustable node windows and multi-character control. Meanwhile, Incredible announces a Discord habitat for community interaction, and Foxionaire suggests delightful pop-up notifications. The digital jungle thrives. It does indeed. There's an indented block, so what the heck are we talking about here? So if our body is
So,
in group player. What does that mean even? It has to be a group. How does FrostyTools support the stream? It's training on the chat system. Yeah, it's just it is just making summaries basically. So that means we can add a group somehow. Is there a group? Ordering? No. Maybe it's also working because of the fact that it's on the player scripts. I don't know. But if that's the case here, then player inside equals true. Okay, it seems to know this. Get 3. Call group level check win conditions. Of course, they cannot know that yet. Okay, a new funk. Hey, funky man, you gotta get this body exited. Body. Oh. If. No. I'm too much C# minded sometimes. If body again is in group. Body dot is in group. Player again.
booty. Did you say booty?
Player inside is false. Right, so that obviously makes sense because it's not so complicated. But in our wait, that's cool. Okay, player. So confusing that you have player selected and you're still in the goal script. I don't know about you guys, but for me that's surprising sometimes. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to add a func ready here. Func ready, which is also a basic script that's always there. And I, as usual, type the wrong thing. Then we have to play add to group, and there we call player. Okay. So basically what we're doing, as soon as we load in the player, we're adding him to a group called player. So that means that if you have two, then both of them are definitely indeed in there. And then we're going to have to make a script on our level, like here. So attach one. We're going to put it here in the scripts again. And we call this level manager. Create it. And it extends the node to the indeed. And we're going to do something with onReady. So as soon as this is ready, then we're going to have goals. And we're going to have to get 3 of those. Get nodes in group. That's the one. And we're going to have to call that goal. That also probably means that we have to add the yeah, we're gonna have to put the same thing that we just did for the player, but also for the goal. So the goal has to be in the group. We're gonna have the funk ready without voids, please. I don't want that. And we're gonna do add to group level. Well, let's also capitalize that because I like that better. Right, okay. Then we're gonna have to make a check win condition, that one that we just mentioned before. Check win conditions. Did I do condition or conditions? Now I do not know. Check win conditions. Yeah. Okay, so that's correct. Check win conditions. And in that we do something like for goal in goals. We have to do something, and that thing that we have to do is if not goal dot layer inside, return. Then we're basically done. And then of course we have to level complete. And then we have to make a function for that, of course. So it doesn't exist. That headset is just basically annoying. It just keeps turning off. And then I should do something with nice pop-up, or at least print for now. Because that was asked, right? So let's indeed go like, yay! The Netherlands second level is waiting for you. Makes sense. Okay. That's done. And then on goal, we also need to add that in. Did I do that already? Goal, no. Funk. Ready. Keep forgetting this. This is for me those kind of things I forget all the time. Add to group goal. But now I need to check if I actually called it that way here. That's a group level. You know, this needs to be goal. Okay. Would that be it? Do you think that's already enough? Let's see. We'll figure out fast enough. Nope. Because they're not colliding. There we go again. Go back to 2D parts. Collision shape, 2D. Here we go. Should be colliding. What did I miss now? This is my collision shape, so it's not disabled. It has a debug color. Oh wait. We didn't check if the debug color is on. Debug, visible collision shapes. I have to start that again, I guess. Should have a collision shape, so they are not colliding. So that must mean that I'm not on the same plane then. So where was my Physics. Oh, I always have trouble finding this shit. Where's my collision? I saw it before on the player, right? Oh, here, light. No, that's light mask. Who says it isn't? Wait. This one does have a script, yes. Oh yeah, here, collision. That's the one. This will keep active. Maybe that's the thing. It removes it. I think that's stupid that it doesn't do this automatically, but that's me. Nope. Doesn't collide. Why again does it not collide? It has a collision shape, it just doesn't collide with it. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, it's after 11. Starting to get really tired. What am I missing, guys? What am I missing? So we can go to our goal. It does have a collision shape. We're actually seeing them. And yet I'm not colliding. What if... This is one of those things that I like here. What if I go here and I drag this thing around? Can I? To be able to drag it around? Can I only drag it around in the other screen? Because if I can drag it around here, no, doesn't move it also in the actual scene here. I wish it would, but it doesn't. Then we're gonna have another one of those freaking annoying things. Why is it not colliding? Somehow my players don't collide with the goal object, which also does have a collider, and I can see it. Monitoring enabled. Okay, let's go to the goal. Okay, let's save this also, by the way. Go to the goal. Monitoring is enabled. Monitoring? Where is that even? Okay, yeah, it's enabled. And monitorable also. On body entered, yes. Select goal node, go to the node tab next to inspector and find body entered. Wait, what? The node tab next to the inspector. Oh, signals, wow. body entered. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Add to group goal. And the goal scripts. Goal scripts. Goal scripts. Funk ready. Add to group goal. For the entered. Connect. On body entered. And body exited. Connects. On body exited. Okay, if that's the one that would help. Player physical. No. That should trigger it. Collision layer mass mismatch. No, that's correct. Wrong signal type. Area entered. No. Body entered. That's enabled. Otherwise, we just do a print here. Just see if this actually gets here.
Creepy, Max.
I kind of wonder if that works. Would please. We actually are colliding. So we are colliding. So it is working. It just doesn't stop me from moving. But we are not getting our win conditions. So that is not working. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting very close, right? So we are basically almost done with a prototype. That's already quite something. Okay. We are colliding, but it doesn't stop me moving. And also, I am not making the win conditions. Right. We're almost there, I guess. We are doing pretty good. Okay, so because it's an area 2D, we're not actually blocking the movement. So that's okay. If we wanted to block, then we should go to static body 2D. But I don't really want to do that. Okay, that only tracks one player, not both players globally. Track players individually. Okay, let's go to the goal script again. Here we are. You can take this away. By the way, I had an error in the typing there. Not so nice. Okay, this was okay. But then we need to do if body not in layers, player inside, layers inside. Actually, we want to make an array. Without false in between, please. There you go. If body not, and then layers inside to the bent body. This doesn't exist anymore, so that we're gonna have to change to layers inside dot remove it or erase. Okay, erase. Body yank. Okay, body. This is also wrong because we had group level. Because we said that that would be level with a capital letter, not lower. Okay, now let's check the level manager as well. Because then we need to make sure layers inside. But it's not correct, of course. It's not that easy. For goal and get tree, get nodes, goal. What? Okay. It's going to be a little bit more. Var layers. Layers on goal. Equals that. For goal in get tree to get nodes in group, and then we make that goal, and then for definitely not this player in goal. Layers inside. This out. If layer not in layers on goal, layers on goal dot append layer. This it doesn't like. Oh, okay. Okay. One of those again. Okay. Now we are almost done. If layers on goal dot size bigger or equal to in this case 2. I find this very ugly with these kind of things. It's like too many magic numbers. Sorry for that sudden cough. I don't do it on purpose. Hey, okay, Patrick. I've been lurking. So how are you? And how much longer are you planning to stream? Not much longer, actually. I'm getting quite tired. And it's funny because it seems like my streamer bot now is completely not sending me new chat messages anymore. Because I didn't see it until I actually looked at my browser and then I saw it. It's a little annoying. It's not usually what I want. And Jesus, okay, Patrick, I just see that. 25 streams in a row. My goodness, man. That is... Thank you so much for always being here. Okay, Patrick, really, you should should really be very proud of that. That's something that I'm pretty sure not everyone will achieve. Anyway, by the way, I never knew about this signals tab. I never looked at it until today. I never knew that you could see which kind of scripts are there. So that's pretty useful. So let's see if we now actually can get to that win condition. If we can, then I think that's enough for me today. So let's see. You guys see this? We did it. We did it. That's the win condition right there. So that means we got a first level, our tutorial level, working. Of course, I need to do that in like a pop-up, but it's a good beginning.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. I know, Incredible. I know. You're much faster than me. Don't have to keep saying that, man. I already knew.
Nope. I'm much slow.
No, you're not.
Bro. I have the win condition, but yeah, it's nothing.
No, you actually did way more than me. I was just struggling way too long with getting those collisions to work. Now that I finally have collisions that work, at least it should be a little bit faster. And I can actually reach my goal with the player, which is something that I like. That's a good beginning. And now I can actually start making that with a pop-up like, hey, you won, or whatever, next level, or all that kind of stuff. So that's stuff that I can work on maybe in the next stream, or maybe in between the streams. I don't know. If I have some time left, I might be able to do it. But it's way too late to keep going, unfortunately. It's already 11:25, so I guess I'm gonna get out of the collaboration stream. That's the first thing that I'm gonna do. And I guess I'm gonna raid into you. Because then you can keep going. So, I don't know how I can actually leave it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. It was super fun to do.
Yep.
And
Keep going.
I will definitely keep going with this. Sorry, I will
Don't worry.
raid out to you. So, see you in a moment. So,
Alright. See you there.
without further ado, no, there's no marbles anymore. I'm sorry. I will save that for another time. Okay, Patrick, because it's a bit too late. If I do that, then I will definitely not like myself. Afterwards, at least. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna raid into Incredible.
Good.
And I hope you guys are going to have as much fun with Incredible as you're having with me. And see you guys next time, hopefully. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you guys next week.